Alright guys, we're back with another review. This video is going to be coming up instead of another one I had planned. That one will be pushed to either the end of this month or the beginning of next month. I'm not sure. I'm going to figure that out. But today we're going to do a quick review. I say quick, it's a simple figure. We're going to take a look at Elita-1 from the Transformers 1 movie. As you can see right here, all the promo images in the back with her little blaster. She's wearing a jetpack. There's her alt mode, which is like a cool motorcycle. There's her, I don't know why they're using this still, because this is when she doesn't have her cog yet. But she's able to transform, so it's a little weird. Side profile, same thing on the other side. Yada yada, and we're done with this box. Let me just lower the camera. Sorry, my desk is a little bit of a mess. Had some recent things happen. But yeah, motorcycle looks fantastic. Even though this is loosely a motorcycle. Cybertronian, I guess you could just throw that on. And that doesn't want to connect. But yeah, no, details that you see everything on here. You're going to see most of this in robot mode anyways. But everything here looks nice. You do have a little bit English. You do have a little bit of visible head syndrome, or well, a little bit, but the whole head can be seen from the side. But despite how low it is, it still rolls pretty well, and these wheels are not pinned for the reasons of transformation. I think at least these ones might be pinned. I can't tell. I know these ones for a fact are not, because they gotta fold. They're just on those clips. I think this one's also not pinned. I could be wrong. I'll point that out when I see it in robot mode. But yeah, just do some quick size comparisons while we're here. B127 and Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. And I don't even need to do any sort of transition. It's just gonna throw in Gamer Sideswipe, I think, yes. And then Legacy United Windblade. But yeah, you know, she's pretty comparable to other vehicles, and like everything here works out. What you see is kind of what you get. There are a few qualms, but they kind of have to pertain with robot mode a little bit. Other than these tabs right here, they don't really like the lock-in all that much. And sometimes trying to get everything here aligned decently well is a little finicky. This especially gets a little finicky. And there are tabs that you can see them right there. Wait, let me get something to point them out. Like, you kind of see them right there. Yeah, they don't like the lock-in. But before we get the transformation, let me just show you how you can store some stuff real quick. And take this little peg here, peg hole. You can detach and just apply it on, like so. Redo it. There you go. Now there's a jetpack on the back. It doesn't really hinder rollage all too much, just a little bit more weight. This little port technically is blast effect compatible. Technically. Let me just I have a whole little container for them. And that's the only thing that's really blast effect compatible, unfortunately. But if you got like a 5mm peg, you could just kind of loosely connect it on. It's a little hard. Okay. I was able to, okay, maybe with the bigger one. Or, you know what, this will do. So yeah, it's possible, granted it's kind of loose, and this kind of gets way down, but yeah, you can fit it on there. The screw does get in the way, so does the screw post if you unscrew it. That's the only thing. But yeah, other than that, we have one more piece of accessory, which is the gun. Either port like this. From her shoulders, you could just plug it in like so. There you go. You can fold this if you don't want it to really impede rolling, but you should be fine. There's a little weight to one side, and then now she's leaning. But yeah, okay. Without further ado, let me just There we go. Connect that back in. Move these to the side. And let's get the transformation. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention. Welcome to Goji Reviews. Now let's get the transformation. Alright, and now we have Elita-1 in her bot mode. Yeah, no, not too much you could really do, or you really have to do anyways. And she's still pretty articulated, despite one glaring issue in terms of articulation, but because... No, I think they would have gotten away with that. I think they would have been able to get away with keeping this panel around here, not making it so egregiously large, and giving her wrist rotation. They did not do that. But she is a deluxe class, and she's a small one at that, so, yeah. I might have pointed it out earlier in the transformation, but probably didn't say anything, but yeah, these are pinned. Yeah, so they spin well. Like I said earlier, details pretty much what you see in the vehicle modes are now painted. Eyes, got their good face detail, how her head shape is. It's distinctly Elita-1. But, yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too unusual about it. But, yeah, they sort of get the whole feminine design. Like, I get the whole thing. Like, some people don't want the feminine design, some people do want it. I think you could strike a middle ground, and this is not the best example figure. I'll put that in the size comparison. But, there is a figure that does the whole female yet robotic look the best, in my opinion. Articulation though, the neck joint, because of transformations like that, the actual head is on a ball joint, so you can do full 360 and all that fun jazz. Shoulders go that way. You can bend the elbow past 90. You got rotation at the elbow, supposed to make it for the bicep, because everything's on a ball joint. You have waist rotation, legs kick forward about that far, back about that far, everything's not impeded. Spread is this way. You have a double joint at the knees, so you can manipulate the knees however you want. You can even get like a high kick in the back, like so. You got thigh swivel. Well, you kind of fake it with it being a ball joint. You have a little bit up and down at the feet. You can reposition everything, can even kind of get a little bit of an ankle tilt. But yeah. Yeah, you could do a decent amount with her in terms of pose and all that. Again, having the arm pointing out, her with her head slightly tilted, kind of look that way, and get some kind of point going on. But we're gonna keep her arm in that position because we're gonna plug in the gun. It's just a simple tab, or not tab, like port. You know, nothing unusual. You can actually kind of angle the gun a little bit to get a better shot of it, like that. And then there's 2 slots here. You got 2 tabs right around here. These are the only ones that really need to connect. So you can just plug the jetpack on there. Yeah, I don't think the jetpack is actually usable. Oh, well, hold on. I have Prime here. Let's try it on Prime. Okay. Got 2 slots right here. Maybe these can go here. Wait. It looks like it can. It really looks like it can. Hold on. I'm gonna let that drop. I'm gonna try to plug these in. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so you can do that with Prime. Give him a little jetpack. Give him basically the gear. And I'm assuming because the tabs are the same for Bumblebee. Real question is, I don't think Megatron can do it because this part is in the way. Well, maybe, but I'm just gonna assume no because this gets in the way. But yeah, at least amongst the Autobot compatriots, they can share the jetpack in its entirety. However, because Prime already has the guns that are here, let me just find a way to plug these back without going nuts. This could be like a very loose but pseudo jetpack. Like so. So RC, or not RC, how am I saying RC? So Elita-1 will get the jetpack. Yeah, like that. Everything should be good. We can just bend the knees a little bit, like so. There you go. Keep everything else together. And like that, yeah. It's gonna be a little bit hard to take a look at, but yeah. While we are here, let's take a look at size comparison. Or wait, let me just grab something real quick. Alright, and for size comparison, here she is with the whole Transformers 1 cast so far. I have one more figure. I have him in possession. Let me just bring him out now. He's not in bot mode though. But yeah, pretty much, how do I phrase this? Probably next week's review, most likely. But yeah, so far, in terms of this video, these are all the figures for Transformers 1, at least within Studio Series. I think my favorite's still gotta be Sentinel Prime, because just of the functionality, what he can do. Like, that's insane that he can still do that. But we do have one more size comparison we gotta do. One more. And here is Transformers 1 Elita-1 next to whom I alluded to be the best example of a female Transformers figure, and that is Bumblebee Movie RC. Define the curves, yes, there's there, but she's still very much a robot. You can tell they don't go too hard with it. Like, they show it, but then at the same time it's pretty modest. Well, not modest, but like it's tame. It's nothing too crazy. It defines her. It makes her stand out in a good way, and I really like that. But yeah, in this case, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, usual YouTuber jargon, yada yada. Do I recommend getting this figure? Yeah, yeah, she's pretty fun. I don't sound super energetic, but that is because I'm recording this at like, what, 4 in the morning and I'm tired. But I will say that she does complete my collection so far for Transformers 1. Again, that is until I bring in this guy. That is until I do his video. I just really like his jet mode. But enough about him. Yeah, no, I don't have much else to say, really. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I couldn't do the big one at this time, but hopefully at the end of the month, if not by the start of November, or like the first Wednesday of November, I'll get the unboxing video put up. Hopefully I get that done by then. That's what I'm trying to work towards. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, well, I just gotta figure that out, because spoiler alert, that video that got pushed back quite a bit was like, it might be figure of the year for me. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy it. Take care. I'm gonna let you guys go now. Bye bye.